Hello everyone. So I'm here with all the important news for back for previous 2 to 3 days, and every day I will be bringing important editorial highlights and important news from PIB websites, schemes, and vocabulary. Vocabulary will be from the editorial part. Fine. So today I'm having for some of the important editorials PIB schemes from 16th of June till 21st of June. Fine. And some of them will be coming tomorrow. So let's start without wasting our time. Let me check first. Am I going right or not? And yes, I think I'm going right. Fine. So, yes, the first editorial, which came on 16th of June 2026. Fine. So, the important editorials, which is important from your exam point of view, especially the exams like regulatory bodies, which are about to come. I'm not talking about RBI as it is already being done. I'm not talking about RBI. I'm just talking about other exams like SEBI, PFRDA, NABARD, and any other regulatory body exams which is not related and which is not being conducted by the UPSC. So here, whatever the news I will be updating every day on my channel, that is Reg Prep India. That is only for regulatory bodies exam, specially meant for RBI, upcoming RBI 2027, and yes, upcoming SEBI, PFRDA, NABARD, and any other examination equivalent to these exams as being spoken by me right now. Fine. So first I'll complete this. Every day I'll be coming for 30 minutes of session and important editorial highlights. If you are not referring any newspaper, fine. You'll be able to get each and every important news from the exam point of view here. So you just have to follow my channel. You have to be updated with my channel every single day, no matter what. If you are not following PIB schemes or any editorials or not following any newspaper, no worry, everything will be provided here. You just have to be updated with my channel. Fine. I have other social media handle. You can find it. I've already mentioned about them in my YouTube, like on my YouTube channel description part. You can go and check there. The name of my YouTube channel is Reg Prep India, where you will find all the important news. Fine. So the important highlight, so the important editorial for 16 June was again Iran-US conflict. This is one of the oldest news, but it is being in news for the past 2 years, especially in 2026 since January when the fight became very supreme and extreme after the intervention of USA in Israel and Iran uh, mutual conflict. And the fight became more prominent when USA decided to go for air striking and bombing the important places of Iran, including the Kharg Island, as a result of which Iran took a an important step by closing the Strait of Hormuz. Now we will see what is Kharg Island, Strait of Hormuz, and through this editorial there was a mention about important other international economic organization, which is very important from your exam point of view. See, because in this exams like RBI, SEBI, NABARD, PFRD, and whatever regulatory body exam, independent regulatory bodies exams, which are not being conducted by the UPSC, ask question in a very factual way, and questions are very direct in nature. So it will not be very elongated and not very depth. So yes, so whatever are the key highlight, I'm going to tell you. So for the Iran US conflict, what was the important highlights? What's the Kharg Island? Kharg Island is basically the island. When you will go through the world map, you'll see the world map. Okay, there you will find about Kharg Island. Kharg Island is Iran's crown jewel in the Persian Gulf. It is also known as Iran's crown jewel in the Persian Gulf. Basically, when you will find through the world map, you'll see that it is one of the important area from economic point of view, from export and import point of view, this forms, it is also known as crown jewel of Iran. Why? Because this is a passing area from where energy and other security weapons get export and import, and Iran allows for it. Fine. But because of the disturbance that has been created by USA and by the interdependence, because of the inter and mutual conflict of these countries, the USA, Israel, and Iran, what happened? These islands are being affected. As a result, the people and the country belonging to near to this island, what happened? Their life is being hampered, including India. Fine. So India is also facing problem in its export and import, because these islands actually provide a direct segment, a direct pathway for the cross of goods and services from India to other nations in the West Asia and far. Okay, so Iran actually used to provide a pathway to the countries from Kharg Island. But since when the bombing has been started by USA, this island has been actually affected and has been bombed. As a result of which, Iran took a firm step by closing the Strait of Hormuz. Now, what is Strait of Hormuz? Okay, the second important point from the Iran-USA conflict editorial. It is basically a waterway between Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Again, you have to open the world map. Now, this is not important. These are static news. I'm not telling you to go into depth and go learn and revise all the important key areas of entire world map. No, I'm not telling you. You don't have to do that. What you have to make sure that you are actually being very thorough with the points being given here, like Kharg Island. Okay, so they will never ask the question in depth. It will be like a one-line question. Okay, it can ask that name Iran's crown jewel in the Persian Gulf, or Kharg Island belongs to which nation, where the bombing has been done by USA, or which is the Gulf where Kharg Island is present. So it's the Persian Gulf. So you just have to remember the names, and you have to make sure that you are memorizing after a very short interval, or within a very short interval period of time. Now, Strait of Hormuz, waterway between Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman, also maritime checkpoint connecting the Gulf with the Arabian Sea. Okay? So Kharg Island and Strait of Hormuz. Now, Strait of Hormuz is it's like on a world map, and you will see it's a very small, uplifted, present in an upper side. Fine. It's a small gateway, a kind of small gateway which is present in between, which connects Persian Gulf, the Gulf where Kharg Island is present, and the Gulf of Oman. Fine. Oman is the south and Iran is in the north. Fine. So to provide a kind of gateway between Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Also, it acts as a kind of maritime checkpoint connecting Gulf with the Arabian Sea. Now, Arabian Sea again becomes the part of India. So, India somehow is connected to these both places. And if anything goes wrong with these places, India faces the repercussions and the consequences too, unlike other countries. Okay? Yes, so now comes the part of, so you have to remember Kharg Island and Strait of Hormuz, where it is present, and why these are in news, because of the fight in between USA, the ongoing conflict in between USA, Israel, and Iran. Fine. Strait of Hormuz, closing of Strait of Hormuz was a decision being taken by Iran only because there was a bombing that happened by USA on Kharg Island. So it was a kind of answer. They gave answer to USA, that, and still till today they are firm on that, even though they have gone through an economic loss which is very huge in nature, and Iran is still fighting for it. Fine. So still the Strait of Hormuz is closed, and the energy and the oil export and import is literally very disturbed on a world level. Okay? Now the third point which was important is the IEA, International Energy Agency. Now what is in IEA? it is formed under the supervision of OECD. Now, OECD is the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. Fine. 75% of the global energy demand formed under OECD. ठीक है. IEA क्या है? International Energy Agency, and it is formed under the supervision of OECD. Now, Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development is an Paris-based organization. Again, IEA and OECD both are present in Paris, and by the help of OECD, what happened? IEA was formed. OECD is basically the combination of approx 38 countries where people vows to open such organization which will be dealing with the import and export of oil and other energy security, weapons and equipments and other things. Okay, so it's like a regulatory system. It's like a regulatory organization who checks, who had a keen eye, and who have a keen special check on the import export of oil and other energy security things. Okay. Now, 75% of the, not all the countries are the part of OECD. You have to remember, in the next few following lines, I'm going to explain you. I have already explained the things about important things about IEA and OECD. Only 38 countries are there in OECD and approx 35 countries are there in IEA. Why? Because IEA is a sub part of OECD. You can say like IEA is a child of OECD. Fine. So, but still the countries are not in many number. But you'll see that what survey says that 75% of the global energy demand formed under OECD. So whatever the total energy demand comes on a world level, out of it, 75% happens under 75% comes from the countries which belongs to OECD. Now, where is the headquarter of IEA? Paris. Okay, and which is the report is being brought by IEA? That is World Energy Outlook Report. It was formed in 1974. It has 32 countries and 13 associate countries. Fine. So very, very important. Mark it somewhere or whatever you want to say. IEA is very important. It is formed under the supervision of OECD. It's like a OECD is a parent and IEA is a child. 75% of global energy forms under the countries which are the part of OECD. Headquarter, which is IEA headquarter, is at Paris. World Energy Outlook Report is being brought by IEA every year. Fine, every year it is being brought. These are the very favorite questions. Like, see, the way the question comes in these exams, I have already, like the way I have prepared my notes is very much equivalent the way the questions comes. Okay? So this is how the questions come. This is one of the important key highlight, the World Energy Outlook Report. They will be giving 4 to 5 names. What are the reports? What are the names of the reports being brought? Because IMF also comes with its own report. World Bank comes with its own report. World Trade Organization comes with its own report. Okay? So almost all the economic and political and other organization, okay, financial organization, economic organization, energy organization dealing in energy and oil, same like this, okay. So almost all the organization, international organization comes with its own report. So you have to remember, okay, and the upcoming session I'll be telling about all those reports, because all these organizations about which I have taken the name right now, this forms an important part from the exam point of view, especially from the current affairs section of pre-part. I'm not talking about the writing section, that's the mains part or the tier 2 level. I'm talking about the prelims part. Okay. Now, World Energy Outlook Report is being brought by the IEA. You have to remember this. There are n number of reports being brought by many organizations, and you have to learn it thoroughly that which is the report being brought by the IEA. That is the World Energy Outlook Report. You don't have to get confused whether it is OECD. Suppose question comes like World Energy Outlook Report is being brought by which organization every year? Okay. So suppose the options has been given in such a way like IEA, OECD given, and IMF, World Bank, other. Okay, there are 4 to 5 options. So you have to think, you'll get confused. If you know the answer, then you'll get confused. Might be you can get confused that IEA and OECD both are the organization. No. You have to remember, OECD do not bring World Energy Outlook Report. The report is being brought by the IEA. Now, it was formed in 1974. It has 32 countries, 13 associate countries. Again, I told you right now, 32 countries are the main countries of IEA and 13 are the associate countries. Associate countries are the countries which are not directly related to IEA, but they form somehow a mutual and bilateral relation in order to carry out many projects. Fine. And one thing, please remember, 75% of global energy demand comes from the countries which are affiliated under OECD and not IEA. Yes, it will form a part of IEA too, because the countries which are the part of OECD are the part of IEA. So but if questions come, I do not think that this will be the question. I have already written this point just to make sure that it was key point in the editorial. So I thought of writing it. I found it to be important just for your knowledge and memorization part, but I don't think the question comes. Yes, but the question can come like 75% of global energy demand from under OECD. So it may happen that irrespective of 75%, the question can include other percentage level. So if you know the answer that it is only 75% and no other percentage level, then you can mark it if question comes. Okay? If no, then you don't have to worry for that. Now, the second highlighted organization in the editorial was OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Again, I told you, right, this is a parent organization, IEA is the child organization. Okay? Now, OECD is a successor organization of OEEC, Organization for European Economic Cooperation. Now, OECD is a successor organization of OEEC, Organization for European Economic Cooperation. So पहले OEEC था, फिर इसके बाद OECD बन गया. ठीक है? No, OEEC was formed in April 1948. Both organization had the same work. ठीक है? Controlling and regulating the energy and oil security, export import, their prices, and everything else, the policies, the rules which comes for their trade has to be prepared and has to be regulated by this organization. Fine. So the name changes because in April 1948 OEC was formed and in 1961 OECD was formed. Okay, why the name changes? Because apart from the European economic cooperation, right, apart from the European countries, there are many countries, other countries which do not belong, which are not from the European continent. Fine. So they also became the part of OECD later on by 1960 and during the era of 1950. So what happened? They came with a concept of creating other organization, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Now, India is neither a founding member nor a member of OECD and EA. Very, very, very important. Okay? India is not a founding member nor a member of OECD, neither of IEA. Then what is the role of India? Fine. So India works as even though it is not a highlighted, it is not a recognized associate member of IEA. Since it is not a member, it's not a founding member, neither it's an associate country. Fine. But still India works with OECD and IEA with like on different projects. Okay, so it's like a mutual bilateral project based work. Okay, India is not a member and neither associate member, but it works with these organizations by following certain project norms. Okay, so it is only for the sake of conducting projects India follow such organization. Now, words of the day. Now see, देखो, these are the important highlighted points from Iran-USA conflict, which is important for your exam point of view. Okay, nothing else was important, so I have not mentioned. Whatever is being mentioned here, you just have to go through it, learn it. If you want to add any other thing, you can surely add it. In this part, you can make a note of it. I'll be uploading this on my channel. It is already uploaded, and if you want the PDF section, you can check the PDF part on the Telegram channel. About which it has already been mentioned in the description part. Go and check that. Come and join the Telegram channel. There you will find the PDF section. Fine. Now comes the part of word of the day. Now, word of the day will be the vocabulary part, which I feel like important for your synonym and antonym part, because synonym and antonyms are very important topic for these exams. Either they will be asking synonym and antonym separately, or it will be a kind of combination given under passage and comprehension question. Fine. So synonym and antonyms are important. Now comes the part of what are the important words from this editorial is defined and intransient. Now, what is defined? Defined is what is the synonym of defined? That is openly resisting and disobeying. And what is antonym? Obeying. Okay. Now, what is a synonym? Openly resisting and disobeying. Okay. And antonym is the obeying. Obeying. Okay. And intransient, unwilling or refusing to change one's view or to agree about something. Okay, this is the synonym. Willing to refuse to change one's view or to agree about something will be the antonym. Okay, now comes the part of 17. Okay, on 17th June 2026, we had an important editorial. What is how it came? India's high level committee on demographic change. Okay, again, देखो, I have already mentioned the newspaper, because the editorials, whatever the editorials highlight, I'll be bringing with you all. It will be from Hindu, Indian Express, ET. Okay, wherever I'll find important as I go through all these newspapers, I'll be coming with it. I'll be coming the important highlight from any of the mentioned newspaper. Fine. So here I've already mentioned that is India's, which was the editorial important from your exam point of view. That is India's high level committee on demographic change. Now, very important how the question will come again for the preliminary part. That question will be very direct. Yes, India's high level committee on demographic change. The question will come like under whose reign or under whose presidency or under whose chair India's high level committee on demographic change is set up. So if you know the answer, you will be, see, I'm not telling you this in a very casual manner, because this is one of the important, very important topics. Okay? These questions are the favorite questions of these regulatory bodies exams. So you will be asked to answer, and you must remember, I have already written here under PP Naolekar, he is the retired Supreme Court judge. He has been the judge. He is a retired Supreme Court judge, and under his chairmanship, what happened? India's high level committee on demographic changes prepared. The question will be very direct in nature. I'm going to be very honest, because these exams do not go very twist in nature. They ask the question very directly, and this is only from the preliminary or the first part of the exam. Now, what are the works what will be the works which will be carried out by PP Naolekar and his group in order to bring the report for the government on the given topic? See, these will be these are, I don't think that their work is going to be asked. Simply the question will be like India's high level committee on demographic change has been formed under whose chairmanship. तो आपको नाम याद रखना है, ठीक है? लेकिन but because I found it to be little important, so I have already written. As you can go through it, assess demographic changes. What he and his group will be studying about. They will be assessing about demographic change. It means what is the total, what has been the change what marked, and what is the change being noted down under demography of India. It means like what is the current sex ratio, how the sex ratio has changed, mortality rate, infant mortality rate, then life expectancy, then what is the number of youngsters in India, what is the total age of aging population. So these all things comes under the part of demography. So how it is changing. Now the second thing is examine patterns of abnormal population shift among religious and social communities. Fine. So this becomes a part of migration. Fine. So they will be also studying about the abnormal population shift. It means that how the population has been shifted whether the population has increased or decreased in the religious and social communities. Okay, specifically religious and social communities, it means they will be noting down the number of population, the increase and decrease of population among different religious and communities, and also might be the reason for their change. Fine, recommend a time bound solution. And if they will find that the shift of the population, okay, the level of the population has been shifted among different religion and social communities through different wrong path. Okay, the migration has been done, the migration has taken place, but it has been illegal. So they will have to come with a proper solution. They will bring a proper solution to deal with such issue. Fine. Now, India faces major demographic challenges. Now, these points which I have written under India faces major demographic challenges was already written in the editorial. Okay. So this is not important, as I've already mentioned here, essay question. Okay. So this is not important from your preliminary part, but this is very important from your essay question. So I will request you, or I will suggest you that if either you are going to see the PDF on the Telegram, or you are going to note it down on your own from the video of YouTube. Okay, you just have to remember these points and just memorize it and just go through it, learn it thoroughly, because these points will become important in your essay question. In my upcoming videos, I'll be coming with how to write essay and what are the things you have to mention in your essay part. Fine, but these are the important key highlight. I'm not going to explain each and everything, but this is being important. Why? Because this is the recent news, and essay, it forms one of the important key highlight topic for the essay part. Okay, so this is very important. If you are preparing your own notes, you can write it down. Okay, now comes the part. Third point is the third point was again related to a editorial, but the entire editorial was not important. What was important? So C. Joseph Vijay. C. Joseph Vijay is the 22nd CM of Tamil Nadu. And okay, yes, we know that in May the election was happened. The election was being conducted, state election in Tamil Nadu, where C. Joseph Vijay, he's an actor. He's an actor turned political leader, and he's the 22nd CM of Tamil Nadu, and he actually created his own party. And what is the name of the party? Tamilaga Vetri Khajagam. Okay, Tamilaga Vetri Khajagam, very important. He's the 22nd CM. Okay, and which CM do he succeeded is the MK Stalin, and he was from DMK. Fine. Now comes the part of PIB section. Let's see some of the news from PIB from 16th of June. Let's see. Recently, President Draupadi Murmu, and yes, so Draupadi Murmu is our current president, and she is the 15th president. So these are the important things. You have to learn it. The number, like prime minister is there, so वो किस number पे अभी जो उनका current regime है, so he is the current what number to his like his currently he is working. Okay, so Draupadi Murmu is our 15th president. Visited Indian Military Academy. Indian Military Academy is at Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Again, a part of static news on 12 June and 13 June. Now, you can ask me that, ma'am, how it is important. So, yes, this is not very important because these both part are because these both part belong to static news. What is important that you have to keep it in your mind that Draupadi Murmu is our current president, and she's the 15th president. Fine. And where is Indian Military Academy? Indian Military Academy is at Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Fine. Now comes the part of Lok Sabha Speaker. Why I have written these news in a very subtle way and a very I have not actually I have not written each and everything. What is important for you to be like what is important for you from your exam point of view, that is only the thing you have to follow, and that is only what I have written here. Okay, no extra thing, no bogus thing. You don't have to follow extra thing. What important what extra thing you can do with this, that apart from following my news on no matter how you are following YouTube, Telegram, whatever it is, you have to make sure that you are following your own, following news from other magazine, or one extra news has to be like one extra magazine news or any other channel or website. You must follow it. Why? Because my channel is new and I will be bringing these editorial PIB and other stuffs from the June only. So I hope that you must follow other, one extra magazine or one extra website has to be followed by you, so that you can keep a pace with your preparation in a very right manner. Not everything, I'm trying my best to cover each and everything what is important for your exam point of view, from the upcoming exam point of view. But I will request you to follow one more CA magazine or one more CA website. Okay, so that you will have a very firm grasp on each and everything happening on day-to-day basis. Okay. Now, Lok Sabha Speaker Shri Om Birla. Now, Shri Om Birla is our Lok Sabha Speaker, current Speaker, and is the 17th Speaker. Inaugurated Viksit Bharat Youth Parliament 2026 event. Okay. Organized by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and Labor and Employment. Very, very important. Lok Sabha Speaker, 17th Lok Sabha Speaker. He inaugurated Viksit Bharat Youth Parliament 2026 event. And who was the other person beside him was the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports, Labor and Employment. Okay, now he is the Dr. Mansukh Mandavia. You have to learn these things. Static part. These are the static news. In collaboration with PRIDE, Parliamentary Research and Training Institute for Democracy. Now the question can come. Abbreviation part. Okay, PRIDE can be asked in abbreviation part, that you have to tell the full form of PRIDE. At Central Hall of Samvidhan Sadan with a vision Viksit Bharat 2047. Now, which is the year being taken by the government for Viksit Bharat to be completed is at the rate 2047. By 2047, the Viksit Bharat has to be there. The India should look like a complete Viksit Bharat. Fine. Now comes the other part. Fifth, WHO expert meeting on the development of the international herbal pharmacopoeia, Hong Kong, SAR, China. Okay. Now, again, the next news is from the PIB. Fifth, WHO. WHO is the World Health Organization. यहाँ पे WHO का मतलब WHO नहीं है. Make sure you are right with this. Now, fifth WHO expert meeting on the development of the international herbal pharmacopoeia taking place in Hong Kong, China. ठीक है. Yes, Dr. Raman Mohan Singh, Director of PCIMNH, Pharmacopoeia Commission for India Medicine Homeopathy. Raman Mohan Singh was there in the meeting in China, Hong Kong, fine, in the 5th WHO expert meeting. And yes, so this is not that important, but I found it to be important, so I have written it. You just go through it. And yes, but this is not important. That is, it's like it's like 40 to 50%. The weightage of the importance for this news is only 40 to 50%, right? Yoga portal was launched by Union Minister of State Independence for Ayush and Minister of Health Family Welfare Pratap Rao Jadhav. Yoga portal was yes, before 20. We know that on 21st June 2026 we have celebrated World Yoga Day, International Yoga Day. So before the initiation of this, before this, what happened? A portal was started by Union Minister of State of Ayush, Yoga portal. 12th International Yoga Day is being celebrated on 21st June 2026, held at Khajuraho, MP. Yes, there. Who attended this MP event of Yoga Day was by President, our 15th President, Draupadi Murmu. And what is the theme? Very, very, very important. देखो, ये day वाला तो बहुत important है. 12th International. First of all, International Yoga Day is on 21st June. And which is, ये कौन सा number था? तो 12 था. It means 12 साल हो गया. Like already 11 year has been passed. We have already celebrated 11 years of our International Yoga Day. This was the 12th International Yoga Day. It was being celebrated at different place, but Khajuraho, MP, where our president was there. And what is the theme for this yoga? Yoga for healthy aging. Okay, very important. Theme, date, and the number. These are very, very important. Now comes the part, agriculture review meet under Ministry of Agriculture, Farmer Welfare and Rural Development, Krishi Bhavan. A small agriculture review meeting was happened. Okay, it took place in Krishi Bhavan at New Delhi under Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Now he is the Minister of Agriculture, Farmer Welfare and Rural Development. Now, what was the emphasis? What are the key points where he emphasizes with his leaders to work? Was the emphasis on self-reliance in pulses. उन्होंने कहा कि we will have a self-reliance in the production of pulses like pigeon pea, black gram, and more. Okay, so what you have to learn is that you have to learn this self-reliance in pulses, pigeon pea, black gram, and more. Okay, these are not important, but the question may, again, this is not very important. It has a weightage of 40 to 50%, but still you have to go through it and you have to make sure you are remembering this. So what are the pulses where he emphasizes us to be self-reliant was pigeon pea, black gram, more. Regarding Kharif season 2026, increasing cotton production, advanced contingency plans for low rainfall district. Okay, so again, it can form a part of essay part. If the question comes somewhere related to agriculture or rural area, and if you find these points to be important, you can put it in some way in the introduction part or in the body part or in the conclusion part. Okay. Next, TRAI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India under Ministry of Communication. Now, TRAI, again, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, under Ministry of Communication, was formed on 20 February 1997. Anil Kumar Lahoti is the chairperson of TRAI, and where is the headquarters of TRAI is New Delhi. SS Mobile Network quality across Gorakhpur city and Lucknow. This is again not very important. It forms the importance of this new will go 40 to 50%. You still you have to remember it, the static part. And the question may come that the recent mobile network quality assessment was being done by the TRAI. Name the city where it happened. So Gorakhpur city and Lucknow of UP. How Indian youth is contributing towards Indian democracy and constitution. Okay. Now there was a topic on PIB that how Indian youth is contributing towards Indian democracy and constitution. So these are the points. Again, this is important for your essay point of view. It is not important for your current affairs or preliminary section for the upcoming regulatory bodies exam. Go through these points. These are important from your essay point of view. Okay? How youths are contributing their effort to Indian democracy and constitution. Fine. Come to the next part. Yes. Fit India Cyclothon. Mumbai Minister of Sports, Mansukh Mandavia. So Mansukh Mandavia is our sports minister, and he conducted a small Fit India Cyclothon in Mumbai. Okay, event where he emphasized on building community where people have to be fit, and so he gave a name. To that event as Fit India Cyclothon. Okay, now under Dr. Virender Kumar, Union Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment. Who is our Union Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment is the Virender Kumar. Okay, Nasha Mukt Bharat Saptah was seen. Okay, Nasha, very, very important. Nasha Mukt Bharat Saptah was conducted from 17 June to 26 June. ठीक है, किसके अंडर हुआ ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. नशा मुक्त भारत सप्ताह कब से था? 17 से लेके 26 तक. किसके अंडर? यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट. वो कौन है? वीरेंद्र कुमार. इंटरनेशनल डे अगेंस्ट ड्रग अब्यूज एंड इलिसिट ट्रैफिकिंग will take place on 26th June. ठीक है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. डे वाला पार्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. 21st को इंटरनेशनल योगा डे, 26th को इंटरनेशनल डे अगेंस्ट ड्रग एब्यूज एंड इलिसिट ट्रैफिकिंग. ठीक है, पर्सनल डैशबोर्ड फॉर नशा मुक्ति मित्र एंड शॉर्ट फिल्म. सो वीरेंद्र कुमार came with a short event that happened from 17 June to 26, that is actually ongoing, Nasha Mukt Bharat Saptah, and he has also brought a personal dashboard for Nasha Mukti Mitra. These are for those people who has been somewhere a part of illicit trafficking or drug abuse. So for them, these facilities has been provided, and these facilities has been created from social justice and empowerment side. Now, what is the theme for International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking? ठीक है, very important. Yoga for wellness, say no to drug. Hash Nasha Mukt Bharat. Yoga for wellness, say no to drugs. Fine. So you have to remember 21st को क्या था, 26 को क्या है, इंटरनेशनल योगा डे का थीम क्या है, और इंटरनेशनल डे अगेंस्ट ड्रग अब्यूज एंड इलिसिट ट्रैफिकिंग का थीम क्या है. बहुत वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कम्स द पार्ट 13 bankers awareness program. This is again not very important, but still you can go through it. 13 bankers awareness program happened in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir under Jitendra Singh, Independent Union Minister of Science, Tech, Pension, Public Grievances, Atomic Energy, and Anubhav scheme from retiring employees. So basically, it is saying this was not important, but I found it to keep it here, so I have already written. Now under the Minister of Grievances and Pension, who is he? Jitendra Singh. 13 Bankers Awareness Program was conducted in Jammu and Kashmir, and a small Anubhava scheme has been brought by him and his team for the retiring employees, the employees who are going to be retired or has been retiring. Okay. Now, empowerment of tribal society by spiritual awakening organized at Betul, Madhya Pradesh, attended by President Draupadi Murmu. Okay. Draupadi Murmu attended a small awakening program, empowerment of tribal society by spiritual awakening, where Madhya Pradesh, Betul. Role of youth in building Vikshit Bharat 2027. Check the article. Yes, see, I have written these articles. ठीक है, these articles why I have written, जैसे role of youth in building Vikshit Bharat, an article on water management, public management. Check these articles on PIB. ठीक है, very very important. और ये date मैंने लिखा हुआ है 16 या 17 का होगा, आप जाके check करो. Why I have given these articles? There are many articles, but I have already marked these one because this can form the part of your preparation from the upcoming exam point of view. Very important. Role of youth in building Vikshit Bharat, an article on water management, public participation efforts to preserve and promote India's cultural heritage. ठीक है, तो इसमें articles दिया हुआ है, तो आप important point लिखाकर you can make your own short notes. Fine. Buddhist scholar A.F. Thurman from USA died at the age of 84. Very important again. On 16 June 2026, he founded US Tibet House. ठीक है. PM Modi gave outreach session on ensuring a safe, rapid and efficient rollout of artificial intelligence and reviving a balanced, shared and sustainable economic growth for all at G7 Summit, Evian, France. ठीक है. So PM Modi attended the G7 Summit, which took place in France. And what are the outreach session he took? Was ensuring a safe, rapid, efficient rollout of AI and reviving a balanced, share and sustainable economic growth. Fine. PM2 issued 23rd installment of PM Kisan on 20 June 2026 to Hooghly, West Bengal. That is 880 crore. Okay. Now, scheme part, I'll be coming with another videos where schemes will be taught to you. Okay. Whatever the schemes are there, which becomes the part of rural segment, rural area, urban area, Panchayati Raj, and what else? These are. So whatever the schemes are there, which forms the part of ESI of upcoming NABARD exam, I will be coming with those. For example, I have written here PM Kisan Scheme, PM Fasal Bima Yojana, Digital Agriculture Mission, National Mission on Natural Farming, Pradhan Mantri Dhanya Krishi Yojana. Now these are the schemes where I have not written about them in depth. Okay, neither I'm going to dictate it today. I'll be coming with another video with a little depth with all the key points of these schemes. Very, very, very important from your exam point of view. So because RBI is already going to be conducted in July, so from that exam point of view and the upcoming NABARD, ESI part. So this will form the part of current affairs section for preliminary part as well as the part of secondary. It means mains point of view. Now NABARD and RBI both are having ESI part, economic social issue. तो दोनों का ही economic social issue में सारे important point है, agriculture से related, rural area से related, farmer से related, everything else. ठीक है? So these schemes forms very important part from that ESI part of both RBI and NABARD. So I'm going to bring special video for these news for these schemes. Today we'll be conducting till here and then I'll finish it up and tomorrow we'll continue from here. Fine. PM to issue 23rd installment of PM Kisan, about which I'm going to bring a depth content in another video. So basically PM Kisan is a Yojana, is a scheme being brought by the PMO and PM in 2019. I have not written it, and it was being revived in 2021. Fine. And that 2021 PM Kisan Yojana, when it was revived, is continuing. Okay, and this is the ongoing process where the 23rd installment of the scheme is going to be has been provided to the farmers of Hooghly, West Bengal on 20th June 2026. Now, what is the amount which has been given? 18,880 crore. Fine. So, 23rd installment under PM Kisan, to which place? Hooghly, West Bengal. Kitna amount hai? 18,880 crore. So, I will stop here. Tomorrow we will continue from here, the Bharat Innovates 2026, and in a separate video, I'll be bringing all this. I'll be bringing a depth content based video for all these schemes. Okay. So because these schemes forms the news that came on PIB as well as editorial. So yes. So till here, I hope that you have found the news to be important and interesting. If you have found it, then do like, subscribe and comment. If you want to follow, if you want the PDF part, you can come to my Telegram channel with the same name, Reg Prep India, and just go through the details about each and every social media handle which has been given in my YouTube channel description part. Fine. And I hope that you have liked it. If yes, then thank you. We'll meet again tomorrow. Bye.